Hey guys, it's Sean. I just wanted to kind of check in for my weekly thing. I know I'm a day behind. It's just been one of those kind of weeks. Last week was our deload week. Um, I only did 3 of the 4 days. I took a little vacation for the last part of it. I was kind of bad on my diet. Kind of bad. Let's be honest, I was bad. I ate more than I should have, but obviously sometimes when we take a little vacation, we don't stick to our diets like we should. And so Sunday when I came back and checked my scale, yeah, it wasn't where I wanted it. So I'm back up to 200, but again, I'm still um, more muscular, so it's not a bad thing. I still see some definition, but it's not where I was a couple weeks ago, just because I've been a little off of my diet. I haven't stuck to my macros like I should have. That all falls on me. Any program you do, any diet you do, the truth is however much you put into it and how true you stay to it is going to determine how effective it is. And the only person I can blame for that is myself, and I know that. So I enjoyed last week. A deload week coming in. Week 6 was really nice. You're rested. You're not beating yourself up. Your weights feel really good. Today's workout was a great workout. I still feel pumped. I did it a few hours ago. Um, but it is one of those things where, when you do a program that has a lot of volume, too often we forget that you have to take a break every 5 to 8 weeks, somewhere in there. And really, 5, 6 weeks is kind of considered the norm. Some people do it at week 4. But any good program is going to have a deload period because you need to give your body the ability just to recuperate, the ability to rest, and long cardio is great for those weeks a couple times. You're just going to keep moving those muscles. You're not going to be pushing yourself hard. It's not like you're at 185 heart rate. Your goal is somewhere in that 125 to 160. But you need that to really allow your muscles to recover, allow your central nervous system to recover, especially if you're doing a lot of maxes. And so it's a good thing. I enjoy that. I've been reading the boards. I'm looking at it. One of the things we talk about are the different diets. There's a bunch of different diets. Some guys are on one that's more carb restricted, other than a cheat meal that comes up twice a week, I think. Maybe it's once a week. I haven't really looked too much into their program. And some of the other guys are like, man, I'm just not losing the weight. And again, the question comes down, well, what are your macros? I don't know. Well, I know what I eat, and I kind of have an idea. And the truth is if you're not following it strictly, you're not going to see the results that you could see if you followed it strictly. If you were very strict with it, strictly. We'll leave that word alone for another day. And so often I know from experience in coaching, and I know from my own experience when I competed in track and managed diets and things like that, that when I follow the rules and I follow the program that was set out by my coaches or by the program I was following, and I followed it to a T, I saw great success. I saw really great improvement. But when I choose to be lazy, when I choose to say it doesn't really matter, I see the results of that effort, and it's not as good as it could be. The Olympics are going on, and one of my sons is like, "Dad, could I be like that?" And I'm like straight up honest. I said, "Son, you're too lazy." And I'm like, those people train and do what they do day in and day out, and it doesn't matter what their coach says, they do it, and there's no room for error. And I said, they've spent their lives. Some of these kids, get up at 5 a.m. They go work out for a couple hours. Then they get home, get ready for school. They head to school, bust out their homework, put in another workout, and they go to bed. And there's no social life. But they've committed to that, and they've stuck to it. And we see these powerful athletes that have achieved this level of success, whether they win a medal or not, just by making it there. Because they've stuck to the training, they've stuck to the program, and they were dedicated to it. And so I think when I look at this last week that I took, I realized I've been a little bit lazy the last 2 weeks. I've broken what I shouldn't have, and so I've come back and I've said, okay, I've got to revamp it. Redid my meal prep. Went this weekend, and I got my meat prepared. So today's breakfast slash lunch was a great steak, my avocado, a piece of fruit, getting in some good carbs after the workout. And I've got it measured down so I know exactly what I'm eating. My next meal's coming up again, same way. I know exactly what I'm eating. So I can say, okay, I'm going to hit my targets. I haven't been hitting them like I should, and that's myself to blame. Now, I still feel great. I still see success. Last week we maxed, and I saw a 10-pound increase on my front squat. It's 355. I say that like it's nothing. But a year ago when I was lifting a lot, I was at 365. Again in this program when we maxed for the squat, my front squat was 345 and my back squat was 385. And we haven't maxed out back squat yet again. But I was at 445, 455. So I've got room to improve. But I've got to put in the time. I've got to put in the effort. For my what was it? My bench, my close grip bench. I saw a 30-pound increase. I think it was 35 pounds. I have to look. And so, it's one of those things where there was some good results from sticking to the program, and then there were some bad results for not sticking to it. So again, a lot of people, do we do this? Do we not do this? My big thing is hey, if you're going to follow this program or any other program, first of all, commit to it. It's going to be hard. I've got 6 kids, ranging from a 1-year-old to an 11-year-old, and school starting. I'm starting a business. I got no excuse. Time's very short, but I'm committed to doing this. I carve out a block of time. My wife knows I'm going to carve out that block of time. I'm going to do what needs to be done. And so I was just scrolling here, seeing if I could see what my PR was, but I don't see it right now. It's all good. I'll worry about it later. Yeah, so no, it's 40-pound PR. So, huge 40-pound PR. Went from 195 to 235 on my close grip bench, which definitely I'll take. That was pretty awesome to put that up. And so, but anyways, I hope you enjoy the videos. If you got questions, again, ask away. I'll gladly answer them. But again, my final statement for today is whatever you're going to do, commit to it and give it your all. Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting your time, and you're never going to see the results you want. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good week.